mentioned, this demo will cover the basics of building a glossary. We will save advanced features and settings for a future webinar. Building a glossary is a simple 12-step program. Step 1. From your course homepage, turn editing on by clicking the Turn Editing On button at the top right. You will know editing is on once the Edit, here, and the Add Activity Resource options are visible. Step 2. Click the Add Activity Resource button. Step 3. Find and click Glossary in the middle of the list. Step 4. Click Add. Step 5. Give the glossary a name. Step 6. Add a description. Because glossaries can serve several functions, adding a description can help learners to understand what that particular glossary is contributing to the lesson. By default, the description will not appear. However, by checking this box, the description will appear just under the name. Step 7. Choose whether the glossary will be a main glossary or a secondary glossary. The easiest way to understand the difference of functionality of the two is to think of them as a river and its tributaries, with the main glossary being the river, of course. A secondary glossary can house related terms and other supplemental information. Each course is limited to one main dictionary, one main glossary, but it is unlimited in the number of secondary glossaries. Step 8. Choose your settings. Under the entries, there are 5 different settings. First, the approved by default. If this is set to yes, it allows contributors to submit entries without being approved by instructors. Otherwise, submissions are subject to approval before appearing in the glossary. The always allow editing setting. If it is set to yes, contributors can edit entries after submission. Otherwise, after a set time limit, no other editing can be performed. Duplicate entries allowed. If set to yes, the same word or concept can be submitted multiple times. Otherwise, duplicate entries will not appear. Allow comments on entry settings. If set to yes, both students and instructors can comment on entries. Otherwise, only instructors or set parties can comment. And lastly, the automatically linked glossary entry setting. If set to yes, comment concepts can be clicked and learners will be able to see where the concept appears throughout the lesson. You can think of this as something like the index feature. Under Appearance, you also have several options. You can have the option to show the glossary in a traditional dictionary style, or also options like the frequently asked questions and the encyclopedia can be very beneficial if learners need more information. You can also set the number of entries per page. On the Show Alphabet setting, if set to yes, an alphabet will appear across the top of each glossary page, allowing users to search concepts by the first letter. If the Show All link is set to yes, there will be a link allowing learners to see all entries at once. The Show Special Link setting, if set to yes, will show special characters such as the hashtag and exclamation point, allowing learners to search concepts that contain these items. And lastly, the Allow Print view will allow learners to print the glossary as shown on the screen for those who prefer a hard copy. Now we'll move down to the rating section. The rating section provides an opportunity for students and instructors to rate entries. This is useful when using the glossary as part of the learning process. We will discuss this further in the next section. This sums up the basic settings for a glossary. Once you have finished setting those settings, Click Save and return to course. To add an entry to a glossary, step 9, click the name of the glossary and then click Add a new entry. In step 10, add the concept. And in step 11, add a definition. To enhance the definition, always try to utilize the add a link, add an image, add a video, or the add an attachment capabilities. Lastly, step 12, add keywords. This feature works much like how Google and other search engines work. Place keywords from the definition and other related words in the keyword box. Keywords should be placed on separate lines with no commas. This will help learners to find the information they need more quickly. Lastly, if you would like the entry to be automatically linked, make sure that this box is clicked. And to avoid duplicate entries because of uppercase or lowercase differences, make sure this box is clicked as well. When you are done, click Save Changes. And voila! 12 steps later, you've built your first glossary.